why Chinese people practicing these different type of energy exercise like Tai Chi for thousands of years. What's the benefit of that? Which culture doesn't like truthfulness, compassion, and tolerance? Traditional Chinese culture is very, very profound, and it will bring tremendous benefit to humanity if we can share with the whole world. Hello everyone, welcome to China Insight. I'm Sean Lin. Well, you may wonder, what's the topic today? Why Sean is wearing a sports jacket? Am I gonna do a martial art demonstration? Or will I do a deep relaxation? Well, I'm not going to do either one of them, but the topic is very different. In the past, we primarily focus on the current affairs, about political struggles, about tension in the South China Sea, in Taiwan Strait, about dumping overproduced products in US and Europe markets, financial crisis, human rights persecution. Many are very depressing topics. But in this program, we actually talk about something positive, the essence of traditional Chinese culture. The Communist Party does not equal to Chinese people, and the communist culture is actually a deviant alien to traditional Chinese culture. Sometimes many people have this stereotype. When you talk about China, they think about the tainted food, talk about the polluted environments, or selling drugs to the US citizens. So these are very negative notions, and people may think, communist China always have this dark side, and Chinese people always have these, bad actions to harm people. But this is actually the Chinese people under current communist regime. The mentality of contemporary Chinese people are quite often very different from traditional Chinese people mindset. That's because many Chinese people are, brought up in the communist culture environment. They've been long-term brainwashed with the Chinese Communist Party's culture. So that's why in today's program, we want to highlight the positive aspect of traditional Chinese culture. And actually, traditional Chinese culture is very, very profound, and it will bring tremendous benefit to humanity if we can share with the whole world. So in today's program, let me first share you a story. I have a long-time friend who practiced Tai Chi in the past. So long time ago, I asked him a question. I see many elderly people practicing Tai Chi in the park, right? They try slow moving actions, enjoying the breathing exercise, enjoying the balance. But why sometimes in the martial art competitions, you actually see Tai Chi master can beat some other martial art branches, even though those people may have very powerful punching and kicking. How could the Tai Chi master won these kind of battles? Well, my friend told me and actually shared with me his secret of practicing Tai Chi. So he told me when he practiced Tai Chi, usually within 2 to 3 minutes, he's sweating all over his body. Why? Right? It's just a slow moving exercise. How can you sweat all over your body? Well, he said when he practiced Tai Chi, he can sense a tremendous energy war surrounding him. So when he moves, he can feel the resistance of the energy war. So every movement takes his tremendous efforts to fight against the energy war. That's why he's sweating all over quickly. Right? So many Tai Chi practitioners, they try to intentionally being slow moving exercise, find inner peace, balanced and connected with the universe, right? Those practitioners quite often can enjoy this. And that's why many senior people can enjoy Tai Chi without too much physical exercise. But my friend is practicing Tai Chi at totally different level. He directly tap into the energy level. It actually enhance his energy level when he practices Tai Chi. So his experience actually totally opened up my mind, because quite often we talk about people's energy. We think about the energy we absorbed from our foods, or through kind of chemical reactions through the metabolism inside our body. We quite often think about the energy in this level, but actually the Tai Chi exercise, like many of the qigong exercise, right? We call Tai Chi, these kind of exercise belong to a general qigong exercise. And so in these kind of exercise, it deals with the energy directly. It's about the energy inside your human body and about the energy in the universe, and how can you connect with the energy in the universe. So, sometimes people will also sense, someday you wake up, you just totally feel, lack of energy, even though you have a good night's sleep. But why? You may not feel hungry at all. You are having enough food, enough sleep, but you just don't feel the energy, right? You are not energetic at the moment. So that's related to the energy in human body. So in traditional Chinese culture, we talk about the energy channel inside human body. Under modern medicines, because of the anatomy, people think about human body. We think about, the muscles, the skeletons, or we can see human cells under microscope, right? Or we can detect human DNA, RNA, proteins inside the cells. This is what we can perceive most of the time. But what about the energy level? The organs, the cells have different energy level, and your moleculars, proteins, DNA also have different levels of energy, right? And how can you regulate this energy? How does the energy system balance in our human bodies? And many of the traditional medicine quite often talk about different type of energy, right? And also the energy regulation inside your body in the energy channels. And traditional medicine talk about, if you feel you're sick, quite often your energy is blocked in certain spot. How can you cure yourself by regulating your energy? These are very different angle from the empirical science, from the Western medicine. Right? So we need to open up our mind to think why Chinese people practicing these different type of energy exercise like Tai Chi for thousands of years. What's the benefit of that? So to talk about the benefit of practicing energy exercise like Tai Chi, we need to introduce a concept called cultivation. So this is like treating your body as a plant, and you cultivate it. So you need to give it nutrition. You need to take out the weeds, right? Keep the good things, take out the bad things. So in this process, people can improve holistically both mind and body. So in order to benefit from a system, you also need to find a good master who can understand very well about what to keep, what are the good things to keep, what are the best things to get rid of, right? And you need to find these masters who have very solid understanding about energies, about your enlightenment process. So it's not easy to find a good exercise. It's not easy to find a good master, right? And it's particularly challenging because in the past, in history, many of the masters, they practice in a secular environment, whether it's in the forest or in a temple, because these people want to, stay away from the mundane attractions, lust, desire, profits, money. All these things, right, can be distracting for their own personal improvement, their spiritual improvement, their energy improvement. So people in the public, usually very hard to assess these people. But very interesting, even in the communist China, in a society when atheism is totally dominating, there was a very short period of time, many of the qigong masters came out of the secular world to teach people about qigong exercise. And that happens in the late 1970s, almost at the end of the Cultural Revolution, and it's continued in the 1980s until, in the 90s. So during this period, many qigong masters came out to teach people the qigong exercise because they feel this is a special historic period that people can benefit from it, and people suffer from the tribulation, the disaster brought through the cultural revolution. All kinds of class struggle that was promoted, that was amplified during the cultural revolution, and so many people lost their family members, all kinds of tragedy. So people suffer tremendously, both physically and mentally. So people need a comprehensive rehabilitation. So in this process, some qigong master came out to teach people these different type of qigong exercise. I remember in the 1980s when I was just a teenager in China, when high schools, also in college time, I see qigong master came to the campus to teach people about different qigong exercise, and hundreds of people line up in the exercise field to do the qigong exercise together. And very interesting, in the early 1990s, so Falun Gong came to the public. So Falun Gong was brought to the public by Master Li Hongzhi in 1992. And the first city he introduced Falun Gong to the public is actually Changchun city in northeast China in Jilin province. So Falun Gong is actually a crown jewel of all these qigong exercise because it brings tremendous health benefit. And not only it can improve people's physical body condition, it also incorporate teaching to improve people's mind and body. So it's a comprehensive teaching system. So actually it's different from many other qigong exercise, primarily asking people, you can need to practice a long time. If you dedicate more time, you can improve your energy level, through long time enduring, long time exercise. But Falun Gong not only talk about exercise, it talk about improve your mind and body together. So it has a core principle of truthfulness, compassion, and tolerance as a guiding principle to help people improve their mind together with their physical body. So that's a very unique part of Falun Gong. That's why from this perspective, I actually think that Falun Gong is one of the crown jewels in Chinese Qigong schools. And it quickly spread out in China. So by 1999, based on official estimate, actually more than 70 million Chinese people practiced Falun Gong by 1999. And it was actually based on a report come out of the State Sports Bureau of China. So at the time, the director from this State Bureau went to Changchun to do the investigation. He started 12,553 practitioners in Changchun, and actually found out the overall effectiveness rate of this exercise is actually 97.9. So among them, over 77% of the practitioners have disease healing, and then over 20% of these people have improvement in their overall health. So added up together is over 97.9 practitioners benefit from this Falun Gong exercise. And that's actually clearly underscore, the reason why Falun Gong was spread out so fast. Within 7 years, it reached over, 70 million people based on official report. And actually, there are estimates saying during the 7 years, it's reached almost to 100 million practitioners throughout China. So that's because it's tremendous, health benefit. And also because of its spiritual teaching, many people feel they improve their morality. They become a better person in this process. That's why it can spread out so fast. That's very, very different historical time. It's not a time when you have, cell phones. Not even mention about smartphones. If you have phones, you can easily share a news to people. I benefit from the Falun Gong exercise, and I can, make a viral video and quickly make the word spread out. But in the 1990s, very few people have cell phones. So how could Falun Gong spread out so fast? It's basically through word of mouth. And at a time, because so many Chinese people already practicing different types of qigong exercise in the park in the morning. You see many people do all kinds of exercise in the 1990s in the early morning in the parks. So when one exercise was completely outstanding for its overall benefits, then those practitioners in the park can quickly spread the words. And Falun Gong didn't do any media advertisement inside China during its promotion. So basically, just through word of mouth, it spread out so fast. But that's a very solid promotion because practitioners share their own stories, share their own personal experience to other friends, families, relatives. And this is very solid promotion. That's why how Falun Gong can quickly become the most respected exercise in China in the 1990s. So another reason that Falun Gong was highly respected in China is because Master Li Hongzhi exemplified the teaching of truthfulness, compassion, and tolerance during his spreading of Falun Gong teaching inside China. So from year 1992 to 1994, Master Li held total 54 series of Falun Gong teaching sections in different cities in China. So each series consisting about 9 to 10 public teaching sections. And each section lasts about 1.5 hours to 2 hours. And so Master Li made a tremendous dedication and huge sacrifice for those 2 years. He was so busy and he didn't aim at making profits from the practitioners. And also he set clear guidelines to all Falun Gong practitioners that nobody can make profits by helping others to learn Falun Gong. So there's no hierarchy, no profit model in this process. Everybody do it on their own goodwills to help other people. And so even nowadays, when Falun Gong already being spread to over 100 countries and being translated in more than 40 languages for Falun Gong's teaching, the teaching are still available for free download on the website. So people can learn it, by just watching the video, read the books, listen to the audios. And so anyone who want to learn can still learn it for free. This is totally amazing. And, Chinese people will feel very confident to share the exercise to their families and friends because they don't have to worry about being scammed by a sham qigong, right? So that's one of the main reasons that people, quickly and very passionate in sharing the Falun Gong to other people. And also, Falun Gong is very easily accepted by Chinese people because Falun Gong is deep-rooted in traditional Chinese culture. So in Chinese traditional history, three spiritual beliefs are deeply rooted. The Confucianism, the Taoism, and the Buddhism, right? And the Buddhism emphasizing compassion. Taoism emphasizes truthfulness, returning true selves. And Buddhism talk about grand salvation to human beings, right? So, and the Confucianism emphasize traditional value. And now through Falun Gong practice, people can see, you can practice truthfulness, compassion, and tolerance together. It's a fundamental way to improve the moral level of the whole society. And people can feel they find a way to improve their moral standard. So it's very different from what communists promote, about class struggle, about fighting, about, taking advantage of other people, for their own benefits. So this is very different from the communist culture. And Chinese people feel, I finally find something that can resonate, connected with my traditional culture, connected with my good nature. So that's why it had tremendous power to waken up Chinese people, a spiritual revival, awakening for Chinese people. So it's different from just the exercise people doing in the park, try to get some health benefit. The spiritual benefit, the mental benefit is tremendous. And people start to see many people, change their behavior, improve, their personal nature. So that's why it's very, very effective. And that's why Falun Gong can spread out so fast. And this teaching of truthfulness, compassion, tolerance also is beyond culture boundary. That's why Falun Gong can quickly spread it to so many countries, right? Even after the Chinese Communist Party banned and persecuted Falun Gong, the Falun Gong still spread out because, who in the world, which culture doesn't like truthfulness, compassion, and tolerance? So there's one unique aspect of Falun Gong. It transcends different culture boundary, and people from all culture can benefit from it. And that's why nowadays Falun Gong is very well received worldwide, and any people who want to learn, they can easily learn the exercise and share their experience conference with people, with practitioners from different culture. Because as long as you have the wish to improve yourself, you have this good nature, then you can, learn from others, and the Falun Gong can be beneficial, can be a facilitator for this process, and you can improve in the system. And there's no hierarchy. And you will not become superior to other people because you learn the Falun Gong exercise, for a longer time than other people. Because the whole system is talk about the improve your mind nature, right? So, for example, you could have strong jealousy in your heart. You can practice 20 years, but you still can have jealousy in your heart very strongly. Where other people, maybe they have very little jealousy from the beginning of their practice. So how do you judge, whose mind nature is better than others, right? It's not just judged by your own, practice time. Not like you practice longer, you will definitely become more senior, more higher energy level than other practitioners. There's one also unique aspect of Falun Gong. So everybody is same in front of this fundamental teaching. So how much you improve is how much you dedicate yourself for this process. Meanwhile, Falun Gong, Tai Chi, and other qigong exercise represent an advanced science, and it helps many people open up their mind to understand human body and universe in a very different way. Right? So, to many people's surprise, even inside the Chinese government, in the 1980s and 90s, there was a state agency focusing on studying these frontiers of life science. So it's very different from current molecular biology technologies. Actually, they use different biophysics tools to study the phenomena that qigong practitioners experience. They understand that people's energy levels in the energy channel can improve tremendously, and some people even develop certain supernormal capabilities. So it's a very eye-opening study at a time, and helped many Chinese people to understand, qigong is not just superstitions; it actually has science behind it. And in the West, we see in the last few decades there is tremendous increase of awareness, appreciation of different mindful meditation exercises, and also some for many of the energy exercises. And nowadays, even molecular biologists, neuroscientists start to appreciate more about the science behind meditation exercise, behind energy exercise. So, for example, even a study in Massachusetts General Hospital found out a very interesting observation. They did MRI scanning of the brain for practitioners who go through sections of mindfulness-based stress reduction program. So they found out that the human brain has the plasticity in certain regions, in unique regions, when they experience the mindfulness meditation. So the people's brain have unique region, have reduction in the gray matters if they go through this mindful meditation. And this is correlated very well with the stress reduction after people experience the mindful meditation. And also, for example, there's a group in University of Texas and Baylor College. Researcher Fen Lili actually published a report in 2005 when she isolated PBMC, the peripheral blood mononuclear cells, and then he isolated the gene, the chromosome, and then did gene profile analysis. So through analysis of thousands of genes, he found out about 250 genes actually is regulated, related to these people's practicing of Falun Gong. So among these 250 genes, about 132 genes are upregulated, and then 110 genes are downregulated. So the gene upregulated, including like interferon gamma, which is very important for anti-infections, and the genes are downregulated, actually related to stress reductions, protein degradations. Right? So it's very interesting to see the Falun Gong exercise can have direct correlation on people's immunity. So this is one very eye-opening studies. And meanwhile, another group from San Diego actually use very unique high-power, high-voltage photoelectric tools, cutting photoelectric tools to study the energy on people's fingers after they finish Falun Gong practice. And they can see the energy level increase a lot on the 10 fingertips after short period of time of practicing Falun Gong. So that means you have increased peripheral circulation, definitely, and then the energy level increased. The circulation improved in your human body through the meditation exercise. So these are simple examples that modern science also start to appreciate more about meditation's impact on human health. That's why nowadays you see, the acupuncture, acupressures, meditation are also included in VA's compensation program, right? In the military hospitals, you can, use acupuncture treatment too. And people in the society, many people start to try different Oriental, medical practice, even though still the society classify these meditation exercise as complementary and alternative medicine. But I think this is in the process that people try to, understand more about this exercise. The name may not justify it. The Oriental medicine has been in history, existing for 1,000 years. Why did it become a complementary alternative medicine, right? In Oriental culture, in Oriental history, they were the main medical science. They were the main treatment method for people. And it cured, how many people it cured in history, right? We don't know. So it's just different from the current Western medicine. So I think in the future, the nomenclature will change. I believe the nomenclature will change if people appreciate more about the powerfulness of the Oriental medicine and about the powerfulness of these different energy exercise. And so Falun Gong is also playing an important role to let more people in the world to understand about the traditional wisdom inside these energy practice inside traditional Chinese culture. From another perspective, human body are so complicated. It's a very comprehensive, sensor system. Human body can be a very powerful tool for people to sense what is changing in the universe, what is changing in the deeper dimension of human body, right? Nowadays, because of technology advancement, people try to develop different sensors. You can have electromagnetic sensors, you can have photonic sensors, you can have temperature, pressure sensors, all kinds of different sensors. Try to monitor one unique physical features of one phenomena, right? But human body, they can have ways to respond to all these signals. One human cell, they can respond to the electronic magnetic waves, they can respond to the light, they can respond to the temperature, they can respond to the pressures. It's one cell, it's a comprehensive sensor system. So if you can improve your sensor system through different energy exercise, you will improve your energy level. You can improve the physical healthiness of your cells, right? You can alter its aging process of a cell. So that's a very powerful way to use your own body, use your own cells to sense what is changing inside your body as well, what is changing in the universe. That's why I think we need to open our minds, and the Oriental wisdom inside the energy exercise, inside Falun Gong, inside Tai Chi can help many people gain new enlightenment, new wisdom in understanding ourselves and understand the universe. So in today's program, I try to, explain just a little bit about the ancient wisdom inside these energy exercise, in particular in Falun Gong. I treat this program as a special tribute to the World Falun Dafa Day, the May 13th, which is the date when Master Li Hongzhi shared the Falun Gong exercise in China in 1992. And also this is a unique day. It's a birthday for Master Li. So this is my special tribute to Master Li. And I believe people in the world will understand more and more about the ancient wisdom from Oriental culture, and Falun Gong will be a very powerful channel for people to tap into the wisdom in the universe and in the ancient culture. Well, that's all for today's program. In the future, we can talk more about this kind of more relaxed topic about ancient wisdom, ancient culture, and hopefully everyone can benefit from our program. Well, that's the end of today's program. Thank you for watching. I'm Sean Ling. See you next time.